You brought me through the fire. The blessings fall like rain upon me. And in these days when I am stronger, let me remember you are my strength and shelter, more than I can understand. Into your heart I melt completely, and all the ways I had been broken are like a child again. I dwell in innocent love. And your house shall be my house forever. Innocent love. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me. One step at a time, embrace me now in all I do. And any way I've been unkind, just let it fade into my love for you. Holy Spirit flowing strong. Within your arms I am forever. And any good I think I've done is only you inside my willingness. Innocent love. Your house shall be my house forever. Innocent love. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me. When a desire for fortune, fame, or glory takes your soul,
welcome to Soul Fulfilling. Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you made time to be with me tonight, and I'm really excited for this time together. And as I was listening to Innocent Love, I was just wishing that I had sung it. You know, that record was done almost 20 years ago. It still sounds good to me. I hope it sounds good to you. But I was just listening to the beauty of it. You know, like one step at a time. There. Embrace me now in all I do. And any way I've been unkind, please let it fade into my love for you. Holy Spirit flowing strong. Within your arms I am forever. And any good I think I done is only you inside my willingness. Innocent love. I love that. Your house shall be my house forever. Thank you, Jeff News. See you later. Jeff is slipping out of here. I appreciate you. He came to make sure the sound was good tonight. So I'm thankful that you're here with me. And tonight we're going to just flow. Oh my gosh, people are coming in the door. Who's that coming in the door? That wasn't on purpose, for real. Come on in. Oh my God. My first show was like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but it's really the B Hood. And my friends coming in. Yay, hi, Thea. It's Thea Austin, and Ayanna Stokes is here, and G Visible. So we're here, but I'm here with you, and I'm just thankful that you're here with me. So tonight, what's going on? The only thing wrong with this is I can't hear you. Oh, wow, look. Wow, there's a chat. Oh, my God. Oh, this is so good. I can read what people are saying.
Yeah.
Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Marie. Oh, this is fun. This is what I wanted to do on Sunday mornings, but I can't do it. Hi, Super Traily Boyko. Happy Wednesday. Be Hood, sending love. So people are dialing in and coming on board. And oh, is that G Visible? Be Visible. My gosh, we got it going on here. What's up, Ayanna Stokes? Little Mill is here. Guy Johnson. Hi, Guy. Oh, my God. Sue Ray King. Susan Ray King. Oh, there I am. All right, so thank you for being here and being with me. You know, so much has been going on, and I just wonder, is it happening in your life too that a lot is changing around, that there are a lot of changes going on? In my family alone this week, just so many things. And I'm just thankful for the consciousness that holds us. I'm thankful for the love that binds us. I'm thankful for the spirit of the living God.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Oh, I'm thankful. Okay. Well, I'm thankful for the love that binds us. I'm thankful for the community, our online community, our B-hood, our sound engineers, our support systems, visible and invisible. I'm just really thankful. And so tonight, as we all gather and dial in, just remember that this is a midweek pick-me-up so that we can dial in again with each other and feel our connection with each other. And tonight, I just have the good fortune to have two of my favorite people here in the room. And Dorothy James, wherever you are, enjoy those French fries.
Hey, she's right here with us.
Yeah, she is. She's on the
right
chat.
here in the chat.
She said, don't be calling me out.
Right.
Say, Ayanna, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Ayanna's
Hi,
good.
everybody.
Yeah, that's Ayanna. And Thea, you doing good over there?
Doing real good.
All right.
Happy to be here.
Speak in the microphone so they can hear
Doing
you.
real good. Happy to be here with y'all.
Yeah, this is so cool. Is this cool or what?
Very.
Yeah.
Dorothy did say, I'm here.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
The midweek goodness.
Midweek
Yes,
goodness.
So fulfilling.
Well, I got to say that I've been inspired to do this.
Yes, yeah.
Y'all got. Okay. They're doing what they do. It runs me crazy, but it's all right. You know, it's like the minions in the back of the room when you're trying to pray. You know, but I know they're taking care of business over there. They're taking care of business. Thank you. All right. All right. So where was I?
Well, now would be a good time to say start the watch party, share, get the news out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that this is a
Yes.
new celebration, midweek pick-me-up.
I wish I could just turn this thing so they could see your pretty face, little meal.
No, they want to see your pretty face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So those of you who were hoping for a contemplative moment, I apologize. It is contemplative. We're contemplating community. We're contemplating love. We're contemplating the spirit of being ourselves and being right here, right present. You know, I'm going to be joined by the person who put me up to this. Well, not really. He sort of did, though, because he has such a great video podcast. And his name is Coach Ade. And Coach Ade, I've been practicing your name, but it just kind of went out the. But you want me to go for it, Ade? You want me to try it? Yeah. Okay. Anifo Shewe. He's laughing.
Is it close? Is it close?
No, it's nowhere close. So we're going to bring Ade into the room. Come on in, Coach Ade.
Oh God.
Okay, tell him what your. Say that last name.
Anifo Woshe.
Oh, I was close. Anifo Woshe.
Wow,
There
it's
you
so
go.
melodic.
Yes.
Anifo Woshe.
Yes.
What does that mean? What Ade Anifo Woshe?
I knew you were gonna ask. One with money and knows what to do with it.
Hey,
Okay.
can I adopt that name?
You making that up?
No, I'm serious.
Is that your name?
Yeah. My first
One with
name
money and knows.
and knows what to do with it.
Oh, that's
My first
great.
name, my first name, I say Ade, but it's actually nobody calls me Ademola. Ademola really means like a wealthy king, wealthy crown.
Yes.
So both my first name and my last name has something to do with wealth and money.
Yeah.
And so it's been a great teacher to live up to my name. My names have been a teacher, have been
My,
teachers.
you know what? My name means rich hummingbird.
Oh, we belong together.
Yeah.
We're
My
supposed.
mother didn't know that when she named me. My mother was trying to give me something that sounded different, So, and different it was. Ricky Arlita. And it means rich hummingbird. But my mom didn't know that. It would be a great author, Pierre Thomas, he was like, Rika Alitia. Remember Raisin in the Sun?
That's
That scene where-
awesome.
Yeah, that scene where Debbie Allen's character, I forget, Benita, what's her name, Benita? That
I don't remember.
she meets this guy and it's and she's like, and he gives her this wonderful African name, and she comes with all this in her family. She's all that now, and they can't tell. She's got this African name. So when he said Rika Alithia, I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's good. It means
That's my
something
name.
good.
Yes,
But
indeed.
it didn't mean anything. The good thing about this life is that we can make it mean something. We can call it good. My name,
That's it.
it could be Podunk, Arkansas, which somebody might be from Podunk. Is there a Podunk, Arkansas?
I don't know. We can
know-
Google it.
Well, yeah, I could. But I'm not Googling Podunk, Arkansas. But the thing is, if Podunk is a place where there's a lot of love, where there's community, where there's caring and sharing,
Yes.
then they made something good out of it. So like
Yes.
we say, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to.
I was just thinking that
So
exactly.
ladies and gentlemen, meet my guest, Ade Mullah.
Yes, but you called me Ade.
Ade, that's Coach Ade. I love you
Yes.
and thank you for being here with me tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you for inspiring me to do this and putting me up to it, really.
Well, I'm happy to see you do this. I mean, you have a lot to share. You have stories, and that this spiritual journey and the things we're learning. It's great, but we also need a place to anchor them or see how people are using the spiritual principles. And on your Sunday devotional, that's what you do. You integrate the spirituality with the humanity and make it real, rather than it just being an intellectual thing. Like, yeah, that's deep, but I can apply it to my life. Or people say, yeah, I know that's true, but I got to face the real world. You
Yeah,
tend to blend both.
Thank you. It seems like I'm left with it. Like I've been through several different, I won't call them eras, but periods of my life where I've learned how to do this, how to pray a certain way, how to meditate a certain way, how to talk to God a certain way.
Yeah.
I've learned that, but I already knew that. I mean, it's in me, but some kind of way it got outside of me. Now, a teacher is important because we can learn a lot from teachers. We really
Yes.
can. And but I think the greatest teachers are the ones that we miss, thinking that the knowledge is in a book.
Yeah.
If we knew about the properties of water and how the power of water that really how it flows and how water can encourage, water can redefine an existence. Water is a god. If
It's
water-
alive.
Yeah, water is amazing. I mean, with no water, forget it. Y'all can have all those. We can have all those kind of words, but what water knows and the way water flows is divine.
That's right.
And so something about my nature keeps bringing me back to the divine nature. And I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I have the courage to be myself.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
learning with every day how really wonderful that is. Let's see what's happening in the B hood.
You want to
What
read
is-
the comments, or do you want me to read some to you?
I'll read some.
Okay. Okay, well, we have Peggy Zimmerman here. She says, blessings. Jamara Wakefield said, thank you for this midweek loveliness and check-in. And Lulu Santos says, yes, thank you, life coach. Oh, and other news about the Podunk, Arkansas.
What Toad Suck, Arkansas. I saw
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Toad
that's
Suck.
actually a real place.
Yeah, Toad Suck.
Interesting.
And Podunk, Arkansas is a band. So I guess there's just,
There must be a Podunk. But yay, Podunk.
yeah, yay for all those places.
Yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, this week it's full of so many ways to respond to newness, a switch, a change. You know, I was talking to somebody today, and she was like, "Well, I'm sorry I couldn't get back to you when I said I could, but we had a family crisis that we had to deal with." You know, and I was like, "I understand that."
Right.
You know, when it's up, you know, it's like, yeah, we have to really, really respond. And
Yeah.
what spiritual practice is about, and this is the good thing about what we've learned, what we learn along the way, and the
That's
music
it.
really encourages us in
That's right.
a very natural way. So it's really good to listen to good music.
Yeah, indeed. You know, I'm listening to you and I feel like, well, first of all, that whole thing about we have this truth in us, we know it. I think there's something to be said where, if you will, we forget it.
Yeah.
So we leave home looking for home. And when the self-realization happens, we recognize we've always been home. So the workshops and the retreats and the speaking, the talks that we've heard, they bring us back to ourselves. And I see music as the cheerleader, you know, like when we've forgotten, when we're in that dark place, the music keeps us going. You can do this. Remember, you got this. And for whatever reason, I'm going to say this, put you on the spot. I'm remembering your story when you were younger and those three little people on the windows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were there. Do you want to share that? Because I don't know. I just keep hearing it. Do you want to talk about
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Because
that
I
was
think
real.
that's most of us. Well, let me not talk for anybody, but there are things that happen in the past that we don't consciously remember. And there's something that just stands out.
Well, and people many times, you know, diminish those things by saying that
Yeah.
that was her imaginary friends because they can't see them. You know, because they can't see them, they don't exist. You know,
Right.
it's like, no, I didn't even. Fortunately, I never shared that with people. They were for me. You know, so look at here. I was born deep. I didn't even go run, go like, you know, come look at this. Hey, y'all see that? No, I didn't. I knew they were for me. I mean, I'd wake up, they'd be on the windowsill every morning. They wake me up early before the sun would rise. I would be there at the crack of dawn, and it would be like, Ricky, wake up, Ricky, wake up. I have a story about it. I have a whole book of stories about my childhood and lessons learned from it, because I think I had a remarkable. I can say I had a remarkable childhood, and I think it took spiritual practice to be able to say that. You know, I had a
Yes.
remarkable childhood.
Yes.
Even, I mean, all the things that I can talk about that seemed to be painful at one time in my recollection, it's like that stuff's been healed. It's like, hey, it made me stronger. It made me better.
Exactly.
It made me more awake. It made me more aware. It made me more attentive. And I could look around the room. I knew what it meant to be present. I knew what it meant to make myself very, very quiet so that I wouldn't get hurt. You know, that I could just like go real quiet so that I wouldn't get hurt. You know, and that and now that memory doesn't make me cry anymore. It used to make me cry. You know, and of course, when I saw that movie Get Out, there was a moment.
Yeah.
Hey, if you didn't see Get Out, look at it with somebody.
It's scary.
You know, because with Get Out, when you know, there was a place when the room, the floor fell out of the room. It brought me to childhood stuff. You know, and I could just, it wasn't that it's unresolved. It's just that there's a correlation. You know, it's like, you know, they're still in the room. They're not running me, but it's still in the room. You know, it's still part of the journey, like you said,
Yes.
Ade. It's
That's
still
it.
part of our journey. You know, you can't pray that away. You know, but you can look at it and say, wait, what did this come to teach me? But in that movie, when that
Yes.
floor fell out, I was like a little kid by myself in a room, scared to death. You know, away from my family, because I went out for fame and fortune. I left my family for fame and fortune at the age of about 5 years old. And it was, it was part of the journey. It taught me something. It taught me the value of my family.
Yeah.
It taught me the value of my family. It's like, yeah, you got pretty clothes, you got the shoes, you got everything, she said. And then you got these other things that she didn't tell you because she didn't know. You know what I mean? She didn't know who she, it's like, so when that floor fell out in that movie, it put me right back at 5 years old, and I just started crying. I just wept. And the person that I was looking at the movie with, that person said, he's like, you want me to stop the movie for a moment?
Or do you want to get out?
I was like, no, I gotta feel this.
Yeah.
I gotta feel this is an excellent movie, and I gotta be able to see this. That's why I don't go to the movies, man. I don't go to scary movies. If I had known that movie was like that, I would, But I'm glad I did because the movie had a great message.
But isn't that the beauty of life, though, where the things that haunted us when we were younger, as we awake, we can turn around and look at them. It's almost like, we learn about who we are, and we get to look at what I would say, we look at the devil and see God and recognize those things don't have power over us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like being able to look at it. No, I need to be in this movie. I need to look at it with the eyes of love, with the eyes of innocent love, and recognize they're not after me. They're just part of my story.
They're just part of my story. Like in the song "Innocent Love," where it says, Ayana, you know when you say, when you sing my song.
It's like, you mean when you say?
she really sings the best out of this song. But the part when it says when a desire for fortune, fame, or glory takes your soul, it can make you cry. So many tears and questions. Where is God and where do I belong? Only God can bring me back to life, and here in God I am meant to be. God never leaves me, never could. My God is good and always loving me, pulling me through. You pull me through the fire. Yes. The blessings fall like rain upon me. And in these days when I am stronger, come on, let me remember you are my strength and shelter, more than I will understand. Into your heart I melt completely, and with your hand in my hand, I am like a child again. I dwell in innocent love. Oh, and your house shall be my house forever. Innocent love. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me. Yeah, God's goodness and mercy follows us. God's goodness and mercy follows us. And we can look at our past with compassion. And gratitude. Yeah, and gratitude. So I give thanks for all those and continue early morning prayer. Those little beings on the windowsill were waking me up to pray.
Yes.
But their prayer for me was dancing together, running into each other, jumping up and down, flipping. And it was just so joyful. It was full of movement. It was not contemplative like this. It was like, woo! And it's pretty much like, I think they were saying, like, don't worry about it. It's going to be a long road for you trying to be still.
Or maybe they were saying, girl, we see your future and woo, we're excited.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be like when the first psychic that I saw, because I had made some really interesting decisions at 20 years old, like 20-year-olds do, right? And so my friend, my college roommate, my college buddy, but now had gotten married between classes, so now it's really up a creek. All right, so when I went to see the psychic, you would call it like a Miss Rudolph, like Richard Pryor talk about Miss Rudolph. So I went to the Miss Rudolph, and but her name was Mama Johnny. And Mama Johnny, when I walked in the door, because I needed some help, man, I was messed up.
Oh.
I was like, what did I do? But anyway, who is this man? So maybe I should have shot and bore the disdain of my mom, but I got married. So anyway, Mama Johnny said, she said, baby, when I came in the door, she says, woo, look at those fingers. They're everywhere. And she says, water, I see water. Water, I see so much water. I see water. And she said, you don't have anything to worry about. She said, you just live. Girl, your bread buttered on both sides. She said, your bread, your toast is buttered on both sides. And you see what you're doing, Ade? That's what I did with her. I went like, I'm thinking like, I don't know what the heck she's talking about. Your bread is buttered on both sides. But she was saying that you're really blessed, because most of the time people butter just one side of the bread. Have you ever buttered both sides of the bread?
Once or twice.
I did it. Man, it tastes good. And you know why people don't butter both sides of the bread? Because they didn't have enough butter.
Oh, wow.
now coming up soon, a comedy show with Ricky Byers.
But when you got enough butter, you go like, let me see what it tastes like to have it on both sides. It's a gluttonous moment. But when you eat that bread, it tastes really good. You ever butter your bread on both sides, Thea? Get into the microphone, Thea.
Especially for a grilled cheese. Back when I was eating those.
Ooh.
You don't eat grilled cheese no more?
No, not in a couple years.
Oh,
But
I got a great recipe. Ricky's recipes. Daya cheese with the Daya. Cheddar mixed cheeses. It's very good.
I like your diet cheese.
Yeah, I'll make a grilled cheese sandwich for you that's delicious.
That would be a
With
fun
my
little
bread buttered on
segment.
both sides.
Bread butter on both sides.
Your fingers get messy. What with those? Hey, what's up, Quincy? What's up, Quincy McCrary? Oh wow, Pamela Morgan, the Kumba, the Tada Kwanzaa Queen.
Lori Ella Miller says that she loves how you weave music into the dialogue and it feeds the soul.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful.
That is beautiful, and my friend Maxine is on. Yeah, yeah, Maxine is on.
Dr.
Maxine
Jules
Williams.
on.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Reese
gosh.
is on with her singing self.
Hey!
Lots of family.
Well, lots of family. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in with our conversation this evening. But I'm thankful for my angels in the morning, or those beings that would wake me up, and they did it they just really didn't do it after 6 years old. And I know this. I know this because I wondered when I moved to fame and fortune, that part of my life, when I moved into high rent district, when I moved from Charlotte to Atlanta, Georgia, I wondered would they find me? I wondered would my friends find me? And when they were there, that was consolation. You know, so they were like an angelic host of, they were with me. And like Chief Seattle said, the dead are not altogether powerless. You know, they are showing up for us in so many ways, you know. So I'm thankful for all the songs and all that went into making them.
Yes.
All the floors dropping out,
Yes.
you know, all the not knowing where I'm going, you know, all those times, you know, that really became something with a heart that really had an intention to love. And I believe that's our greatest gift is the people in this thread. I can see the folks who are showing up here. Your pure heart is your ticket.
Yes.
It's your ticket. It's your ticket to give, your ticket to share, and your ticket to receive. Your, like Yeshua said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall be called the children of God. Is that right? You know, and sometimes it's because they shall see God. You know, they'll see, I had an incident where somebody was strewing some stuff. I mean, the words this person was saying, because he was out of his mind, right? And I looked at him, I was like, that's not true.
You got it twisted.
I'm like, dude, that what you said? I said, what you said, that's not true. And then I said, your words have no power here. Your words have no power. Your words can't hurt me at all. You have no power here. And, I think it took years of growing on the journey to really get that reaction thing when you want to go. And believe me, I wanted to. One time I did say something, but most of the time I was pretty cool. But it's like because I could see, wow, I could see, it's so, and I won't even call it compassion. I'm just going to say you could see that somebody just doesn't see. Like we say, like this song, it says, I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am. I am dwelling in the sunshine. Dwelling in the shadows. Dwelling in believers. And in folks who don't know. Like that person, God was as much there as God was in me. He just didn't know. He didn't know. All he knew was his own pain, And so we do that. Sometimes you're in a car accident and people get out and they're screaming at you and carrying on. And, and you got to, the first impulse is to go match it.
Yes.
But man, it's like there's another way to be.
They strike a chord, right? They strike a chord and we start to sing a sad song as opposed to singing a love song. Because, that whole thing when people come at us, they activate something that's already in us. And
if we're not vigilant.
Exactly. That's where spiritual practice comes into. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
To remember one of Ricky's songs.
Come on now.
It's just like, okay.
That's why you my co-host and co-producer tonight.
Yeah.
Help me strengthen pure heart. Thank you, Victoria. They don't know what they're doing. But sometimes, we get engaged in it. We go like, what? Who are you talking to?
Right. That's where the practice comes
That's
in.
where the practice comes. You take a deep
That's
breath and it's like, yeah. But sometimes, I see people who sit in meditation and don't always have a loving response. So meditation doesn't always give you that. You know what gives you that? It's practice. What gives you that is your meditation in action.
Right.
It's like in action and returning to that place, of love, of love. And sometimes we, in colonial, when something gets colonialized, to me that means like when it becomes the way, it's like it's so strict that you use words and you begin to believe things that are not fully true. You can be moving and know God too.
That's right.
You can be moving. Matter of fact, when you moving, you need to be knowing God, especially if I'm on the freeway with you.
Right. And if you don't have your lights on.
Yeah. And that's the thing when you talk about colonizing. I believe that spirituality in the ancient wisdom has been colonized. And so it becomes you do it this way or it's not going to work. You talked earlier about literally finding your way to communicating with God. And for me, after all the spiritual classes, talks, tools, it's got to bring us back to ourselves to find our own unique language to communicate with the divine as us. If we try and speak a language because we heard somebody else speak that language, there's going to be a miscommunication because the one in you, it's saying, what are you talking about? That's not the language we're speaking. We have to find our own language. And that's the journey. That's the process. We're here to represent the divine as us. So the colonized
in
spirituality.
our own unique way. In
Exactly.
our own unique way.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the point in a life. That's the point of a life to me. Is that you would find your unique voice and express that in your life. I didn't mean to cut you off. You just inspired me with your words.
No, we're dancing together. We're dancing together. And I mean, I see that the spiritual practices, they're like it's our spiritual gym. We go there to work our core, our spiritual core. So when we get back out into the world, where the muscles are strong enough, so much so they're strong enough to be flexible, not to fight. And sometimes it may be to fight, because even in a fight, we'll learn not to do that again.
Tell me one of your best fights, Ade.
Oh,
Mula.
Lord. Oh,
I need for show.
oh,
Did I do
stop,
it right?
please.
Did I
No,
say
you
it? Did I
didn't.
say it?
No, you didn't. I love you, but I have to tell you the truth. No, you didn't. I'm not going to pretend say, well, that wasn't bad. No. I need for Woshe.
I need for Woshe. Oh, okay. I got it. I need
All right,
for
say it
Woshe.
now. There you go. Say it one more time.
I need for Woshe.
Say it one more time, and
I
it's
need for
solid.
Woshe.
There you go.
I need for Woshe.
See?
Yeah.
You sound like a Nigerian now.
I need for Woshe. I know it. I need for Woshe. I'm gonna start saying my name is Ricky Byers.
I don't know if I can do much with
Now,
Stokes.
now you're speaking another language now.
I got Jamone Byers. I got my nephew over here. Yeah, we got G Visible who's holding it down for me over there.
Did Diana say I don't know what I can do? I can't do much with Stokes.
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 Wait, no, but why you go for Stokes? Ayana.
Oh, I thought we were talking about last names. That's why.
It doesn't matter.
What? Anifa Woshe.
Yeah.
Let's see, you did it. You did it.
Austin, Texas. From Pittsburgh. Yeah, Thea said goodbye to her friend Jax, and she is like a new being now.
Yes.
I'm talking about Thea as the new being. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah.
Indeed. Lighter, grateful, resurrected, less stress almost. you
Yes.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing the life and transcendence, life, death, and transcendence process, and what it can bring when the release happens.
Yes.
Blessings happen.
Yes. Thea's deep. Y'all can't see her, but she is something else. She pretty too. She deep and pretty. But you can be deep and ugly and it still be good.
Yeah. I'll take it.
There ain't no ugly. If it, you know, because right before it's time to do something, I go, oh, you know what? Thank you, God.
Right.
You know, this is the face you gave me.
You're right.
You know, we trip a lot on our faces. We trip a lot about our appearance and what we need to look like, and because this world this world is full of illusions. You know, you can take all day, and you know, you can do your campaign, and I think that's what being younger is a whole lot about. But now that I've gotten a little older, and that word sometimes older is a bad word in the New Thought communities, because everybody wants to be 25 forever.
Right.
Man, I was
And
so
then
good.
and then we say age is nothing but a number, right?
Yeah.
Then don't want to say it.
And don't want to say
37.
it.
Yeah.
And then at the memorial service, they throwing the number around all the time.
Like, make your mind up.
You know, and you know, so but age, number. See, that's the thing is that we don't know about numbers as much as I would like to know. Numbers are so powerful, and we have a lot of vanity around getting older, and like, you know, well, I don't want anybody to know my number. I don't, because they make assumptions about your life. But for me, just for me, nobody has to do. Everybody gets to say how they want to roll. That's the good thing. You don't have to roll like Ricky roll. You roll like you roll. You know, roll like a jelly roll. It's up to you, baby. You know, it's your journey, and you know, it's your time, so you can do it the way you want to do it. But for me, I'm facing that a whole new crew is here.
Yes.
Man, they are fabulous. They're brilliant. They're smart. They're faster. Their fingers can do things that I can't. And I'm doing my part to catch up, you know. But, you know, it's like, when I was 25, 27, and my Aunt Inez was 65, she was the older woman. You know, she wasn't a 65 years old woman trying to be 25. She was the elder, and she had so much dignity. And I'm older than Aunt Inez. I'm older than Aunt Inez was. You know, so the deal is, it's like there's something mighty happening in me now, entering into this next phase
Yes.
of hopefully wisdom. Why, you know, I want to be the best I can be, period. The best person I could be. I want to be fully present for those around me, and when I don't know, I just want to say I don't know, you know, and talk to them so that they can help me. I mean, Ayana got in her car and came over here at the last minute because she wanted to make sure I was okay. You know what I mean? It's like, that's special.
Yes.
You know, Ade, you're way younger than I am. You know, you are. I know you are, even though you got a little silver beard down there. You know what I mean? I know. You know, I know you're way younger.
beard.
But it was you that encouraged me to do this, and I appreciate that. You know, that you saw me. You know, so most of the people around me are younger than I am. You know, so you know, I just think that. And I'm looking at it, man. My daughter is here now, and her children. So the deal is, it's like they're younger people. I'm going like, wow. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing what I saw my mother do. So they say our children won't do what we say. They do what we do.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's 100%, but in my mom's case, it's very much that I do what my mother did. And I didn't do that 20 years ago. Right? But I've moved into her stride a little bit. You know, and I'm sweeping the floors all the time and praying and washing dishes and folding up other people's clothes and making sure they're good.
Yeah.
And writing in my journal and trying to keep up with my little Gmails. Because for a grandma, man, I got about 15 Gmail accounts. Good gooly.
You sure do.
And not to mention those domains at GoDaddy. I ain't the only one with 50 million GoDaddy domains. Who else got domains out there? I know you got domains.
I have so many that I'm hoping somebody want to buy it one day. I'm stacking them. I have like 4 pages when I go there. I'm like, I just renewed one today. I'm like, do I need this? And I actually was going to renew, and I asked Spirit, do I need to keep this? I got a yes. I'm like, okay, maybe someone's going to pay for it. But I want to go back to what you said. I think there is something to be said about, we know how we're living our lives by the way people love us. So when you talk about you say being a grandmother and the ones who come behind you, what if that's what the whole journey is about? You plant the seeds. They represent the seeds that you've planted. At 20, let's just say maybe you weren't strong enough to till the soil. But life experiences made you stronger now to plant all the seeds where you will have your creation, your seeds, your children drop things and say, okay, I'm coming here last minute. And I think if those of us in our 40s, 50s, 60s focus on how we're living, as opposed to we're almost going to die, or we get old and society is going to put us in some kind of warehouse, but we focus on what we're living, what we are creating. It's a whole new reality in the Western world. It's hard to do that because there's constant, especially for females, constant attention is on the look, how you look, how you're showing up in the world. And we forget the inner face, the face of God. And the more we pay attention to that, male or female, we get to look at life differently, you know?
Sue Lingle says, I'm nesting. When I'm cleaning, she says, you're nesting. Giving birth, right, Susan? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's very true, you know. And I kind of think that even in your 20s, like when I was 20, I didn't know a lot about the world, but I loved music. I loved music, and I loved learning. I loved to learn, you know, and I discovered books that would give me something to think about, you know, like Siddhartha a long time ago. It's like just books like that. I hadn't quite gotten to the Nile, the Black Man of the Nile and his family. I hadn't gotten to the African history books, but I was still I was getting deeper into the metaphysical or the Hermann Hesse, you know, like that. You know, I hadn't even gotten to James Baldwin, even though we read James Baldwin in high school. I was going to discover him again in New York. So anyway, but what I want to say is that even in my 20s, I was composing. So my tilling the soil, like I wasn't strong enough to be who I was going to be in 40 years. I didn't have to be. I just needed to be me.
That's right.
I just needed to be me. You know, and the angst and the stuff that I was writing through and learning through music, because the music and the harmony was directing me. All the stuff that I was learning through would chart the course for where I was going.
Yes.
You know, it would be like, you know, like when you're writing your journal and then a couple of years or even a couple of months go by and you go back and read and you see that you were charting the course for your destiny. You know, you were writing yourself into the future, so to speak, you know, especially if you know how to do that. You know, how not just, you know, you don't, whatever, if you take nothing else from tonight's conversation, it's like, don't put a negative on your I am. Okay. If it's I am, it's going to be something good. I don't care if you're hungry. I'm not, I am, well, usually say I am not hungry, but I'm hungry. It's like, hey, I think it's time to eat. That's a better way to say it. I think it's time to eat. But I am,
Yes.
I am is a powerful formula. Okay? And those words matter. They materialize. Well, somebody just put a book up here.
I know, right?
I remember Daryl Steele. Okay, so this is Desmond Clark is saying, do you remember the guitar man from Tallahassee at the last music festival. Of course, I love Daryl Steele. Just wanted you to know he passed on December 19th, 2019. I know.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Daryl played with me on When There Was No Time at the empowerment at the
Posse
the
Award?
Posse
Posse Fest.
the Posse Fest. He played with me on this song I have. When there was no time, and before there was a number, Spirit did prevail in a song of ecstasy. And before I had a dream or a lesson to remember, the Spirit gently held the song inside of me. And Daryl played the guitar with me in Kansas. Where were we? We were in Florida, Tampa. So I sing a song of joy. He was singing. I sing a song of knowing that all is truly well, and that heaven is at hand. And sometimes we may cry that this world is such a liar, but God's love does prevail. What? As God's love only can. Hallelujah. Daryl Steele. I have a video of Daryl, so maybe we'll play a little bit of it on one of our Wednesdays so you can hear what we did. I have it on my video. I have it on my phone.
Oh.
Could we do that?
Yeah, we definitely can.
So we're going to take this time to remember our loved ones who've made their transitions this year, or those who are in a transition on this side of the veil. We have people who are working through changes in their health. I'm not going to say challenges, just changes. The way you respond. Remember who the major deity is. Not the MD. That's he a minor deity. Oh yes. There's a song inside of me. Oh yes. There's a song inside of me. Feel it, feel your soul. There's a song inside of me. There's love. There is love inside of me. Whatever you're working through, I know. The strength. There is strength inside of me. Oh yeah. There's a song inside of you. There's a song inside of you. There's a song inside of you and me. Love put that song inside of me. Yes.
I love that. I love that song. I love the message. I love what is happening. You know, we started with innocent love, just like random, air quotes, random. And you were talking about listening to the love inside of you, and now talking about the love. And if we can remember that there is a song inside of us that's called love, and we get to express it in our own unique way, we're good.
Yeah.
We're
Do our
good.
thing.
Yes.
Hey, do your thing. You know, don't be afraid. You know, one day I'm going to sing this song that I wrote when I was leaving the New York Jazz Quartet. I got mad. I was like, I ain't singing with this group no more. They're messing up my songs. They didn't like the way they were playing my songs. I say, they ain't playing my songs, and the saxophone player don't want no singer in the group. I'm leaving. You know. So I told Roland Hanna, who was my mentor, I was like, I'm going to be a rock star.
Ricky the rock
I
star.
said, I'm gonna join a rock band. No, I said, I'm going to be a rock band. I'm leaving. I'm tired of jazz. But I was just tired of the attitude. I mean, it wasn't, it was just like, it was time for me to leave. And I did. And I wrote this song. And, cause I went outside, I went into a phone booth. Remember those? Yeah. Okay. I went to the phone booth and called my mom. And I was in New York. My mom was in Charlotte. And my mother was younger. My mother was in her 50s, man. She was younger than I am now. And I'm talking to her about what I was feeling and how they treated me and what it felt like. And she was like, baby, don't worry about it. She said, you sing your song and you sing it strong. It's yours. She said, don't be afraid. Stand by yourself. Your heart's going to see you through. You just need to make them feel. She said, what you think you feel right now ain't exactly what is real, but you're going to be all right.
That's a lyric.
It was
Yes.
a song.
Yeah.
And the song was like, let me see. I don't know if we have time, but I don't even know if I remember it because it was so long ago. Yeah, I can do it. So it was the jazz days. So the chords are quite different in what it's like. It's like in and out and all about. This world has got to be a joke. When your head is tired and your spirit's low, it's best to let it all go. 'Cause what you think you feel ain't exactly what is real. Oh, what you think you feel ain't exactly what is real. So I forgot, And when you're new and different too, it takes a little time. My mama said to give them time and they will come around something. 'Cause what they think they feel ain't exactly what is real. Oh, what they think they feel ain't exactly what is real. Hold on to the real you and don't let it go. And at the right moment, the whole world will know the beauty of oneness that's deep in your mind. So don't be so discouraged. It'll all change in time, And it's just like, and then it's like, sing your song and sing it strong. It's yours and you are you. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Your heart will see you through. 'Cause what you think you feel ain't exactly what is real. Oh, what you think you feel ain't exactly what is real. Go on and make them feel that what you know is really real. What you think you feel ain't exactly what is real. There's a lot of chords.
That's the truth right there.
Hey, we're at 7:00.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Love you all.
So, Ricky, where do people need to find out about you?
All right. Thank you.
You're
Coach
welcome.
Ade. RickyByers.org. TheBhood.com.
Org.
We're going to call it bhood.com or bhood.org.
Now, B dash.
Oh,
No,
b-hood.com.
Yeah, you
Dot
got to
org.
do the.
.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
.com is somebody else.
No. b-hood.com is ours.
Oh,
B, no dash hood.
Right.
Somebody else.
Yeah, it's somebody else.
Okay.
But we got the b-hood.
Hey.
We got the b-hood.com
all
and
about that.
b-hood.org. And those of you who are going on b-hood.org or com, you'll find lots of music from the B-Hood, from live performances by my distinguished colleagues from Wap That Do. And you can download. Some people are going there, the whole compilation. They're just taking the whole compilation. And more songs are going on. I'm going to have a piano solo compilation there for you. So there's so much creative ways. We're just putting things there that you can access to keep you inspired. Really, to keep you inspired. That's what we're doing. We're here for you. I'm here for you. I love you, and I know that God is good, and that God is good all the time.
Can we just let everyone know where we can find Coach Ade too? I think he
Yes.
has a podcast called Being You, right?
That's correct. Yes, being you.
And that was
And you-
before the B Hood. Or did you change your note? Did you change your name?
Nah,
No, I'm just
no, it's called
You.
Being You Podcast. You can find it on YouTube and Facebook. On Facebook, there is a Facebook page, Being You Podcast Facebook page. And I'm also on Instagram. The handle is at Life Coach Ade, at Life Coach ADE.
Yeah,
Every
and pretty soon
Tuesday.
we're gonna know how to do that. The Instagram
Oh, you have an Instagram.
and the Facebook.
And you have
But now we got the YouTube.
and
y'all.
you have YouTube.
We got the
The
YouTube.
YouTube,
Put your hands
the
together for the
Instagram.
YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube.com/.
Hey, Pearl, thank you. Love you. I'm so glad you're here. Your mom's on, Jamone. Your mom's on. Yeah. Yeah. So join us if you're not engaged in your own in some other service. Join us this coming Sunday at 10 o'clock in the B Hood. You can go to rickybyers.org to come in. You go to facebook.com/Ricky Byers. You can come through YouTube this Sunday. So thank you, Ade, Mula, Anifa Woshe.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Anifa Woshe.
Yes.
Anifa Woshe.
What? You know I know my name now. Ricky, before you release the show, can you just release the show with one of your, I'll say prayer. You pray in such a holy way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wait. All right. Okay. So let's take a deep breath, everybody. Right where we are. And I give thanks to stay for the presence of the living God that is my life right now. It's your life. It's the life of everyone here. It's the life of all creation. It's the source of all creation. It created us here and now to be who we are.
Yes.
And so I'm thankful that we're here to meet ourselves again, to love ourselves again, to forgive ourselves and others again, as we discover more of who we are. I will meet you with my heart to heart. Let us meet again, and then may we become more of who we are. May you become more of who you are. You are God's gift to itself. Don't be afraid to shine. God bless and keep you now and always. Peace be with you. Ashe.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Ricky. Peace and blessings.
Thank you, Ade. Thank you, everyone.